Hello guys, in today's video I will be um, showing my settings. So I play on full screen in Fortnite. On display, I use my main monitor. It's a Samsung Odyssey 240 Hz monitor. Um, Resolutions standard 1920 by 1080 native. VSync off, frame rate limit 360. People say they cap it at 240 FPS, but if I were you, I would go one above that. I play on performance for my rendering mode. For my graphics settings, I have brightness at 150%, user contrast times 1, colorblind mode, I play on Trident Note, colorblind strength 7, user interface parallax off, auto set quality, I would leave that alone. Don't touch that. 3D resolution 100%. Dynamic 3D resolution off. View distance epic. Textures on low. Meshes on low. Advanced graphics show FPS on. Latency markers off. NVIDIA reflex only latency. I have it on plus boost. If you have a NVIDIA graphics card. If you have an AMD graphics card, it's not going to be the same for you, but and report performance stats, I have that off because that decreases your FPS. This is my audio settings. If you want to copy it, you don't have to, but the most important setting is sound quality. I have that on high, and then 3D headphones, I have that on. Hit markers on legacy, background audio on all sounds. Uh, Visualize sound effects on audio output device. I have it on my main headset. Since the audio, I need to turn that off. Um, and then here's my language and region settings. 19 ping. I have that set to auto. Always have it set to auto. Movement. I have toggle sprint on. Auto open doors on. Mental activation, hold jump. Proto activation, press jump. Combat, hold swap to pick up. I have that off. People say to have that on, but I don't like having it on. ADS, I have that on while hold. Mark danger when ADS, I have that on. Auto pickup weapons off. Swap fire buttons for pumping up, I have that off. Preferred item slots. Uh, this is my preferred item slots. You can copy it if you want to. You don't have to, but yeah, there's that. Um, Auto sort consumable store, I have that on. People say to have that on too. I mean, it's personal preference, but I have that off as well. Continuous fire, I have that off. That's not useful. Building, I have simple build off. You can have simple build on if you want, but I would recommend not having it on. Reset building choice, I have that off. Turbo building on. Simple edit off. Disable pre-edit option, I have that turned on. Again, this is just personal preference. You can have it off or on if you want. Auto confirm edits, I have it on edit on release. Tutorial contextual tips, I have that off. Exit game options, turbo delete and creative mode, I have that on. NVIDIA highlights, I have that off. Virtual lighting, I have that off because it affects performance. Tap search to interact, I have that on. All I have to do is tap one button and it holds it for me. minimum field of view. I have it on the max for both. Uh, record replays. I have that on. Record large team replays. I have that on. Record creative replays. I have that on. Record high quality replays. I have that on. Energy saving. I have it on 15 minutes. Idle energy saving. I have it on. Enable active window energy. I have it on. People say this degrades or it affects performance, but I'm not really sure if that's true or not. I feel like it's not, but that's just my opinion. And then hide sprites in my back, I have that off. Game UI, um, I have everything on for the most part. Damage numbers, I have it on cumulative. Reticle damage feedback hit only. Damage number scales 120%. HUD options. HUD scale, I have it set to 65%. And then all this stuff is on. Net debug status. That's, or stats, sorry. That's ping. Definitely have that on. That's my game UI settings. Touch and motion. I don't mess with that. So these are my mouse and keyboard settings. I play on 800 DPI on my mouse. If you want to know what my mouse is, it's a Razer Viper Ultimate. Uh, my X and Y axis sensitivity are the same. They're both 6.4. Sorry, I skipped over mouse settings, but invert mouse view, I have that off. Invert aircraft mouse controls, I have that off. Invert fighter mouse controls, I have that off. Sorry if I'm butchering words just because I'm tired, because I got like no sleep last night. But targeting sensitivity, I have that on 43.5%. Scope sensitivity, 41.8. Building sensitivity, um, I would say 115% to 120% is probably your best bet. Um, First person mode, I just have that on the normal default. Zoom scaling, I have it on legacy. I mean, again, it's personal preference, but you can have it on whatever you want. Ignore it, contort input, I have that off. Lock input method as mouse, I have that on. Keyboard movement, a lot of people are probably gonna say I should have this on, but I just now turned that off today, and I'm gonna try to play with it off. But anyways, touchpad sensitivity to maximum, I have that turned on. Mouse flight sensitivity multiplier for aircraft, I have that at 100%. And then these are my keybinds. These are just personal preference. You can copy these down if you want. You don't have to. But I'll scroll slowly so you can actually see what my settings are. Hold on, I'll just go over each one. Move forward, I have it on WASD for movement. Crouch, I have it on control. Sprint, I have on X. Auto run, I have on equals. And Numzoc, jump, I have on spacebar. Weapon primary fire, I have on left mouse click. Weapon secondary aim, I have on right mouse click. Uh, Reload R. Pickaxe, I have on caps lock. Weapon slot, 1 is 1, weapon slot 2 is 2, weapon slot 3 I have on 3, weapon slot 4 I have on 4, weapon slot 5 I have on 5, pocket slot I have on Y, use I have on E, and then scroll wheel up, targeting toggle scope mode I have on caps lock, building crouch or crouch while building, sorry. Tap the slide to hold, I have on control. Wall I have on Q, forward I have on side mouse button 5. Stairs I have on side mouse button 4, roof I have on left shift. Trap I have on T, place building I have on left mouse click, repair slash upgrade H, rotate building R, change building material, right mouse click, building edit. Sorry, I need to fix this real quick. I, I have that on the F, and then scroll down, crouch while editing I have on left control, select building edit, left mouse click, reset building edit, right mouse click, and scroll wheel down. The building edit and reset building edit I have on scroll wheel down because that's how you do scroll wheel reset. And then the rest are just basic settings. Like you can have these on whatever really. Emote I have on B. Toggle inventory I have on tab and I. These are my these are my controller settings. If you want to copy them, I'll go slow. I'm not gonna go over each one because this video is already long. But yeah, if you want to copy these, you can copy these. I put on controllers sometimes. So yeah, but you can copy these down if you want, or you can do whatever settings you want. I mean, it's again personal preference. Uh, and then these are my controller vines. This is personal preference too, but yeah. Um, I'll go over each one real fast. Or I'm not gonna go over each one. I'll just go through. Sorry, I will go through each one, but I'm tired because I got no sleep. But anyways, that's basically it. Uh, like the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you, and thanks for watching.